So good morning students. Today I will going to start the new chapter, that is our environment. Okay. So first we have to know about that what is the meaning of environment. We all know that means the living organisms where they resides. Actually the living organisms resides in the environment. Not only the environment consists of the living organisms. So many abiotic components are also there. So environment refers to the whole range of external conditions, physical and biological also, in which an organism lives. So means within the environment, obviously an organism live. It may be animals, different kind of plants, fungi, lichens, bacteria, microorganisms, whatever is this. Not only these biological or biotic agent organisms, also it consists of also some abiotic factors also. So in other words, environment is the sum total of all biotic, means the living organisms, abiotic means the non-living organisms such as water, soil, air. These are the factors that surround and potentially influence an organism. Obviously within the environment, the survival of an organism fully depend on these abiotic factors of the environment. Okay, so environment consists of these both living non-living organisms. Therefore, environment is the part of our planet in which life exists and with which it exchanges energy and matter. We all know that within the environment, green plants produces food by trapping solar energy, and then it exchanges the energy among different other organisms, mainly among the animals, because animals are not self-sufficient, they are not able to produce the food. Environment includes a part of the lithosphere, that is our solid earth. Hydrosphere means the water, and the atmosphere means the weather, factors of the weathers. All abiotic biotic components of the environment work together, influence each other. Obviously all living organisms are dependent, are related with each other, or interconnected among each other, and also they have to depend on the abiotic factors. An organism cannot be isolated from its environment because each organism acts as an open system. It regularly exchanges matters and energy with the surroundings. So it means that within the environment, each and every living organisms are not only dependent on each other, but they have to depend on the environment also. Means exchanges of different substances of the exchanges of different abiotic substances also takes places. For example, in the photosynthesis process, carbon dioxide is taken by the green plants and they release oxygen gas. On the other hand, animals during respiration absorb this oxygen. So in this way, within the environment, equilibrium between oxygen and carbon dioxide gas has been maintained. Okay, so this is the environment. Now see, what happened when we add our waste to the environment? Waste means these wastes can be generated from different sources. For example, from household uses, from agricultural wastes, industrial waste, different kinds of wastes are there, and some types of wastes such as plastics, polybags, paper pieces, vegetables peels, stale food articles, etc. But what happens to all these waste materials? It means that after using, when we add these waste materials in the environment, what happened to them? It means that some of these materials are environment friendly. Environment friendly means they can be degradable. They can be rotten or destroyed. And again they are taken by the environment. But some are non-degradable. Means they're unchanged. They remain in the environment in unchanged condition. And they create many problems. Specifically, they create some pollutions. But some are easily rotten or damaged by the microorganisms such as fungi, bacteria. Okay, so on this basis we can classify the wastes into two parts, that is, one is the biodegradable and second one is the non-biodegradable. Biodegradable means this organic matter, animal, plants waste, because these materials can be simplified or degraded or broken down by the action of some bacteria, fungi. Okay, so these are biodegradable. Opposite is the non-biodegradable wastes, that is, these waste material cannot be degraded, means they are not able to broken down. These materials remain as undegraded waste, means they remain unchanged, and they causes different environmental pollutions. These type of wastes are called non-biodegradable. For example, plastics. Now saprophytes. Later we will discuss in detail about saprophytes. Actually, saprophytes means those organisms, those derive their nutrition, or those who derive their nutrition from the dead animals or dead plants or dead decaying organic matter. They are the saprophytes. Microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi also are saprophytes, because for food they have to depend on the dead organic matters. Okay, they are also known as decomposers. Why? Because they degrade or decompose the organisms. That's why they are also known as decomposers. Okay, the process of conversion of complex organic matter into simple compounds by these decomposers or these saprophytes is called biodegradation. So it means that when these microorganisms or these saprophytes or these decomposers simply break down this complex material into simple compound, these are called, so the process is called biodegradation. Okay. Now the term is that ecosystem, which was first given by A.G. Transley. So what is ecosystem? Actually, ecosystem is just a unit. Okay, a basic and functional ecological unit where all living things and non-living things of a given area, and they involves a mutual interaction. Means within the ecosystem, means within a unit where all the living organisms are dependent on each other, they're connected with each other. At the same time, they are also connected or dependent on the non-living things. Means a relation between living organisms, also a relation between living and non-living organisms. So that is the ecosystem. It is also called a self-sustaining structural and functional unit of biospheres. But an ecosystem has well-defined boundary. Means separations are there. Suppose a pond, there is an ecosystem. A small drop of water from a pond, or even the entire ocean, it may be, and another ecosystem. Similarly, a grassland or meadow can be ecosystem, or an entire forest or desert may be also an ecosystem. So on this basis, we can also divide the ecosystems into natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. For example, see, pond is artificial ecosystem, but forest is a natural ecosystem. Okay, so some examples of artificial ecosystems are garden, park, cropland, aquarium, greenhouse. These are the artificial, means these are man-made. Ecosystem acts as an open system because it frequently exchanges matter and energy with the environment and space. Obviously, within the ecosystem, living, non-living, both organisms are there. So they have to exchange the matter or other essential substances with the environment. Okay, and sun is the ultimate sources of all living organisms. Ultimate source of energy in the ecosystem. So in the ecosystem, sun is one and only source of energy. Later it is converted into various forms of energy, and it is transferred from one organism to another. Okay. Now we have to know about the components of ecosystem. Means what are the parts of an ecosystem. Similarly, a box is given, abiotic means non-living, biotic means living. Inorganic substances, organic substances, climatic conditions or factors. Inorganic substances means water, different kind of gases that are present, and some minerals that are present on the soil. Organic means the building block protein, carbohydrate, fat. These are the organic substances. Whereas climatic factors mean sunlight, temperature, air, soil. These are the climatic factors which are under the abiotic components. And biotic components means obviously producer means green plants, consumer means animals, and decomposers means the saprophyte group. Consumers are of again two type, herbivores, carnivores. Herbivores means those who directly eat green plants, and carnivore means those who eat the animals or flesh of animals. This is also of two types, primary and the secondary, that we will discuss later. So this is a basic concept about the ecosystem, means the components of ecosystem. Okay, later we have to describe in detail about each and every component. Okay,